misguided. May Allah Ta'ala save us from this. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in Surah Hujurat says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. I'm sure everyone knows this ayah. Indeed, the brothers, the mu'mineen are brothers. They are nothing but brothers. Innama, the word innama, explains and gives emphasis on the fact that the mu'mineen, the believing men and women, they are all brothers and sisters to one another. Allah Ta'ala didn't say the Arabs. Allah Ta'ala didn't specify those that come from any specific part of the world. Allah Ta'ala just said, you are a reciter of the kalima, you are immediately brothers and sisters to one another. Wallahi al-Azim, if we have to work together and make effort together, remove enmity from our hearts, remove jealousy from our hearts, Wallahi al-Azim, you will find there will be such a blessing, you will find such tranquility in your life and within those people around you, that no matter what difficulty you are going through, you will still say Alhamdulillah with a smile on your face. But no sooner you have hatred and dislike, and we're busy fighting and quarreling and arguing with one another, then we find just as easily our children end up doing worse. We find our children don't have respect for one another. Then you say, look at these kids, man. They can't even speak properly. Look how much of vulgarities they have in their language. But it's about you and me as adults. We've got to set that example. We've got to put our differences aside. Today I don't like you because you know what, you are like this. You don't like me because I am like this. For example, the masjid. How much time do we give to our masjid and our community? It's a question we have to ask yourself. How often and how much time do I give for the house of Allah Ta'ala? This is my masjid, my local. We have some visitors here, mashallah, but majority of you are locals here. How much time do you give to the house of Allah? Not because of me, not because of any committee or imams, but because you love Allah and you want to do it for His pleasure. You can't give someone a gift in the hope that, this guy is a tow truck driver, and I drive an old banger, I'm going to give him a gift. One day, hopefully, I'll get a good discount, or maybe he might even tow my car for free. That's not a gift, that's bribery. That's wrong. So for this reason, it is very, very important, my dear respected brothers, elders, mothers and sisters, that we need to unite. And especially, brothers, if you can stand up and move forward, fill up the rooms, please. The hall is quite full already. On this side also, brothers, if I can ask you to please fill up the rooms. Please fill up the room in the front here. Come on, young guys, come on, stand up, make some effort here. It's like the older people, the people with white hair got more strength. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. If you only know the reward of moving forward, and standing as close to the Imam as possible, not just because me, any masjid, any Imam. The rewards are amazing and tremendous. Move forward, brothers, keep on moving forward. If there's a gap in front of you, you should be moving forward. Come on, MashaAllah, move forward, brothers. Keep on coming, keep on coming. Brothers in the last row there, come forward, please. Please come forward, fill up all these gaps. Make it easier. As a Muslim, this is part of Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu dkhulu fi silmi kafa. Part of your being a true Muslim is that you think of the next person. Not try to sit as close as to the door as possible, because no sooner has the Imam said the second salam, we're already half our way out of the masjid. But then when we get outside, then we're chilling for half an hour making panchat and gupshup. Sometimes it even ends up with backbiting. Allah Ta'ala save us. I tell you, one of the biggest causes of problems in any masjid or any community starts outside the masjid. All you need is one person say, hey, Maulvi Sahib said that, you heard. He was telling us off. You won't look at what wrong you did. And the Maulana might have not even, the speaker may not have even intended to address you. He just spoke about something. Because remember something, if you read the Quran, you see, the problem is many of us don't understand the Quran. Yeah, and may Allah Ta'ala grant us the understanding of the Quran. Because you know what, Wallahi al-Azim, if you open the Quran and you recite the Quran and you understand the Quran, you will find the Quran is speaking directly to every single one of us. Every single one of us. And the troubles start where? Just outside the house of Allah, subhanAllah. You've done a farz, you made Allah Ta'ala happy, and then what happened? You went outside and there it started. You saw that guy, oh, he came for namaz now. Big drug dealer he is. Huh? All his haram money, I saw him putting a 50-pound note in. How much did you put? No, I didn't put anything. You know why? Because I don't agree with his Maulana. Huh? But he put a 50-pound in, you got upset for that. These are signs of hypocrisy. Nifaq. Rather, we should be encouraging one another to do good, and no sooner does someone say something that is out of line, something that is disrespectful. Maybe there's an old man walking past, or someone that is walking past and they're drunk. And now you start laughing and mocking at them. Your whole salah was futile. Your whole salah was an absolute waste of time. Rakim, can I just ask you to ask the brothers outside, that car park on that side, can they completely fill it up, please? Completely fill it up. It's already full? No, not the base. Not the base, full. In the middle also, please. In the middle. Yes, please. Brothers, if you're parked on the pavement, please make sure that you haven't parked blocking any of the pavement. There are people in this area, many elderly people who go by on mobility scooters and wheelchairs. Yeah, now we've come with our luxurious car, with all the creature comforts in there, and now we've parked in a way we're causing taklif. Even that is a hindrance towards our reward. It's a hindrance towards our salah being accepted. For this reason, my brothers, I urge you that remove any enmity you have in your heart. From now on, make this niyyah, make this firm intention that no matter who I see, whether young, whether old, they might have robbed me in the past, they might have defrauded me, they might have cheated me, they might have deceived me in some way or the other. I will look at them and say, I've forgiven you. In the hope that what? Allah will forgive me one day. Remove that negativity and start putting in, oh, mashallah, look at that person. Don't look around and say, look at this guy, man. He's got a haircut that looks like he just ran out of the mental hospital. Huh? Or he could only afford half a haircut. That's why it looks like he's got a mushroom on his head. Some do look like that, but we can't help it. The worst is you intentionally get it to look like a mushroom on your head. And mushroom is a type of fungi, and no one really likes fungi unless you like mushrooms. Forget that. Anyway, I'm saying look at the positives. The fact that a person is in the house of Allah and they have come to perform their salah, the Hufaz are an exception. The Hufaz know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is we need to look with positivity towards every single person around us and learn from them. Wallahi al-Azim, each person you look at around you, there is something good you can learn from them. Maybe it's the way they put their shoes on. Maybe it's the way they make their ruku or their sajda, or they've got a smile on their face, or they're honest trader, or whatever it may be. Good akhlaq. All okay there? Full? Yeah.
You did the next door of the cars there as well, right?
No, next door is closed.
Next door is closed?
Next door is closed. It's all someone else's cars. My brothers, I'm going to ask you all, make dua for unity in the ummah. Wallahi al-Azim, stories that are coming around from various parts of the world. Allahu Akbar. Look at India and you know what is happening in Delhi. Look at Syria, you know what is happening there. Look at Palestine and for how many years things have been happening there. Look around at China and you see what is happening there. Look at Bosnia, what happened to we need to learn just around the corner. How many of you like to go to Spain for holiday? Yeah, have we learned the lessons from there? Muhammad ibn Abdul Rahman, the great palace, the Alhambra palace, whoever has been there, on the walls, throughout the whole walls, it was written there, وَلَا غَالِبَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. There is no one more powerful besides Allah. But they got a bit weak. And they gave in to their temptations and their desires. And what happened? Muhammad ibn Abdul Rahman cries when he is losing his empire. His mother says, you had all the opportunity in your life to make things better, but you didn't. You can't sit and cry about it now. You should have been a man then today you wouldn't have to cry. Today, we want to give in to anything and everything that's our whims and our desires. Why? On the biggest used excuse, because my parents couldn't give me, I'm going to give my children everything. And by doing so, لا تلهكم أموالكم ولا أولادكم. Don't destroy yourselves through your wealth and your children. Rather earn your Jannah through them, inshallah. We need to unite. We need to make dua. Look at Australia, those fires. What is it? Somewhere I read, 500 million animals have already died because of the fires. You look at the place and maybe it's photoshopped, I don't know, but I saw some photos. It's red, bright red. Because of the fires, the people are going and they're on the beach. They're not there on the beach having fun. They're sitting there. They are trying to survive on the beach because everywhere else is so bad. The army is being called in. Why? To bury all these animals so disease doesn't start spreading. Do we have these difficulties? No. Are you in a concentration camp? No. Are you being persecuted? No. Do you have to show your passport when you go for salah? No. Do you have to be over 50 to go and perform your Jummah salah? No. What is our excuse for disobeying Allah Rabbul Izzati wal Jalal? What is our excuse for not filling the masajid just as we are full now? Why are we not full for all the salah? Why? Because we're all reading in other masajid, so there must be some masjid in Leicester or many masajid in Leicester, let's forget the Peace Center, that are full like how it is at Jummah. Are there any like that? Does anyone know of any masjid anywhere besides the Haramain al-Sharifain and Masjid al-Aqsa that are packed like this in a Jummah? No. No sooner do we get to that point. Yeah. If we don't get to that point, then we must expect all these calamities to come upon us. I haven't got the time to go into it. Maybe in the future, insha'Allah al-Aziz. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide and protect us all. May Allah Ta'ala say Ameen, all these brothers. Come on, say it with a bit of love and enthusiasm, like you really mean it. Not like, Ameen, alright, okay, finish up now, we want to go home. If you have got that itchy feeling that you're waiting for khutbah to start and namaz to start and finish and you want to get out, then we have to question our iman. Because a mu'min, a true believer, when they are in the house of Allah, then they are like a fish in water. They are at ease, they are at comfort. They are not rushing to try and get out of the masjid. They are trying to enjoy the comfort and the peace and the tranquility of the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide and protect us. What I'm going to ask all of the brothers to do, if everyone can please stand up, except those on the chairs. All the brothers, please stand up, fill up all the gaps.
There's still passport next door. That's still there.
They've got something going on.
Back, the back, the youth.
The youth, alright, okay. So maybe if you can try and leave a place for them to come up. Brothers, can you please move forward? The room is empty over there. The room is empty on my left, on your right hand side in the front. Please move forward, brothers.
Kimball's already given a lesson.
So then go into the room, please, there's lots of space.
Brothers, there's space in the front here. The first up here, there's also space in the room there. Brothers on this side, can you move forward? Please move forward. Please move forward. You might find £1 million in your car after namaz. You might not.
Come on, brothers, hey. Come on, go there. The other people will be joining us. Come on, there's a space there.
I'll be honest with you, when we have madrasa assembly, we have 5 to 15 years old. We tell them twice, maximum 3 times, and they will do it. Here, the adults who are supposed to know far better, were like begging and pleading every single week. This is not nice, yeah? Right, everyone can sit down, please. If you've got a space and there's no gaps in front of you. Jazakallah khair. Bismillah, Ahmed.
Allah